Conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Recovered by the Bucs.
And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 27 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
Mahomes pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And now, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. Size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
KC's offense ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right,
now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Mahomes pass complete.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs Bucks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
For the 2-point conversion.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the Chiefs are going to make the... And a loose football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
A fumble on the play.
And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 54 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Now Brady. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Mahomes on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A 7-yard.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And 3 at the Bucks 6-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He'll the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To Travis Kelce.
Where they've had Great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Oh, boy,
and
you
it's
ain't got
picked
no
up by
feet.
the Buccaneers. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And Mike Evans, he's going to go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you. Respect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And a coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Do what we do.
Oh,
Do what we
that's just
do.
not fair. And now room to run. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
On the play, recovered by the defense.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady to Evans on the slant. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.